Yo, what's good, Grip413 here back in today, and today, guys, I want to show you how to unlock the brand new Maserati Levante here in Forza Horizon 4. And I'm going to say this, I'm actually really excited about this car. It's not necessarily the best looking SUV on the market, but when I tested this car out in Forza Motorsport 7, around the Top Gear test track, honestly, I fell in love with this thing. It was so damn amazing and handled so well, took the corner so nicely. It was mind-boggling because when you think of an SUV, you normally think, oh, it's going to be big and off balance, and you're going to go around a corner, and oh no, you're going to be on two wheels, or it's just not going to work right. This car really actually kind of feels like a sports car on the track. It's crazy to think about. It really and truly is, but I can't wait to see how this thing does in Horizon 4 because of course we have different terrain here. We're not going around the Top Gear test track. No, we're going to be taking this on city roads, dirt roads, through the forest, etc, etc. So we'll have to see how this car actually handles up here. But right now, let's actually go ahead and get into how you can get this car for yourself. So starting things off, you need to make your way over to the Quarry Cross Country Circuit for the event Snow Bowlers with a PI requirement of 100 to 900. And this, of course, will last from Thursday, January 31st to Thursday, February the 7th. For those of you guys in the future who are watching this car probably will be made available again either via another seasonal championship or Forced On Shop reward. Just bear that in mind. It may not be out yet, but it may be coming in the future. Now, once we get into the race, luckily what we'll see is that it is a solo seasonal championship, which means we don't have to deal with all the unnecessariness of PvP racing, and we don't have to rely on other individuals in co-op. But taking a look at the rewards, what we have is place third against average drivatars to receive 20,000 credits, place second against highly skilled drivatars to receive a wheel spin, and then finally place first against expert drivatars to receive the Maserati Levante. Now, if you guys want to, you can also do the co-op in PvP versions to receive an additional super wheel spin, but I don't know how many people actually do those. I will tell you guys, I don't really do them very often. I don't think there's a lot of others. Who knows how long you would actually have to be sitting there waiting in a screen unless you got some friends ready to go. So now let's actually talk about the challenge itself. Of course, like I said earlier, this is Snow Bowlers with a PI restriction of 100 to 900, meaning that you can go upwards of S1. But the car that we're going to be using is, of course, the Bowler, which for a long time here on the channel was actually the fan favorite. A lot of people were actually wondering, like, Gur, why aren't you using the Bowler? You gotta use the Bowler because for an entire month during Forced On live streams, we just used the Bowler because it just happened to be the best vehicle for the job. I think in one of them, you know, you had to use the Bowler. Another one was its car class. There was also some jumps to do in Horizon 3 that it was actually my jumping vehicle as well, and so on and so forth. And it's just like, well, I guess we're gonna use this car again today. I should have picked another car in retrospect, but honestly, a lot of people actually fell in love with this car, and I really do think it is absolutely amazing. So now let's actually go ahead and get into the races. So the first and the third race didn't really have any troubles other than my inability to drive or how I felt about the tune. You know, I didn't actually really like the tune that I downloaded for this challenge, so I do plan on making my own version of it. Not really going to tell you guys whose tune I downloaded. I'll just say this, they've been pretty reliable in the past. But for some reason, I haven't necessarily been a big fan of their off-road tunes, so I will be making my own tune for you guys to go ahead and check out. But the first and the third race didn't really experience any trouble whatsoever. But in the second race, I ran into a bug, and I want to see if this affected any other players at all as well. Because I first noticed this bug when I was just driving along. I missed a checkpoint. You know, it was pretty close to the beginning, and I pressed Y to rewind. It had even popped up with a notification that says press Y to rewind, and nothing happened. I thought, oh, damn it. You know, this kind of sucks a little bit. So I just backed out of it and restarted it. You know, I was pretty close to the starting line anyway, so it was like, okay, whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Made it through that checkpoint, made it about halfway through the race, missed another checkpoint, and says press Y to rewind. So I click it again. Nothing happens. So I'm just like, what on earth? And by that time, you know, by the time I realized what's going on is rewind is not working. So I just restarted it again, did the race all over, and then I hit a tree towards the end of the race, and I'm like, ugh, couldn't rewind to get out of it, so I had to restart the race again. And finally, I was actually able to come in first place in that 4th time. But, yeah, it appears that in the second race, rewind is not working. So I wanted to see if this affected any other drivers, or if this was just me. Maybe something's actually going on with my controller. But I had tested it afterwards, and rewind seemed to be working fine in the 3rd race. So I don't know what's necessarily going on with that. If, you know, the second race forces rewind off, I don't know. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if this actually affected you. So, but anyway, though, that's what we're going to do and wrap things up for today. If you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/Greer413 and Instagram.com/Greer413. And if you guys like this video, go and make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.